This is the Robinson family. The Robinson family was one of the richest families in Roblox. This is Max Robinson. He's the dad of the family, and he works in a workshop where he makes all kinds of cars for Robloxians. And this is the Robinson's mom. She is the one that makes sure the family doesn't fall apart, like most moms. And this is their son, Gary Robinson. He was the best kid you can ever find in Robloxia. He was nice, kind, honest, and most of all, fair. He always seemed to come home with good grades from school and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, the parents told him that his birthday was coming. He was so excited because Gary always loved birthdays. But yet does he know his birthday is going to be the worst he ever had. Because one day, Gary was playing in his sandbox when he heard loud screamings coming from his mom and dad. He didn't know what was happening, so he decided to see what happened. It was a tragic thing that Gary would probably ever see, because he found his parents lying there still. He thought he was sleeping, so he tried to wake them up, but they never woke up. There was only one thing that Gary could think of what happened. His parents were dead. Gary quickly called the cops. Cops! My parents are dead! Mom and Daddy are dead! Why? The cops figured that he was pretty sad. And the other cop was going to talk to Gary about what happened. So, kid, do you know what happened to your parents? No, they're going to prepare for my birthday party when I just found them dead. Don't worry, son, we'll find out who did this terrible thing. Thank you. Then, the cops went away and the hospital soon came. He was never the same kid he was before. He still remembers the scene where his parents died. The orphanage were going to come so they can take him with them to a better place. But Gary didn't want to go. He wanted to stay with his family. Even though they did, he really loved his family. He wasn't going to go eat no matter what. So Billy did the most terrible thing you can ever. He was on the edge of the base plant. He looked down and said, "There's no spawn here, so I won't come." Billy looked down. Gary looked down and saw the open space where he could attempt suicide. Mom, Dad, Gary said, "I want to see you still." Then Gary jumped. He plummeted down, and further until he was on the edge of the base plant. He looked down and said, "There's no spawn here, so I won't come." Billy looked down. Gary looked down and saw the open space where he could attempt suicide. Mom, Dad, Gary said, "I want to see you still." Then Gary jumped. He was down. Then he died. And now the last time anybody ever saw the Robinson family. Because Gary risked his life, killed his own self, just so he can see his family again. The end.